Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Numismatic Notes with Benjamin. This is another video that has a theme that's popular on banknotes, and the theme for this episode is that of butterflies. I'm very excited to be able to share this with you. I don't pretend to have every banknote with a butterfly on it, but I do have a lot of butterfly banknotes on here for your viewing pleasure. Thank you for subscribing to my page and sharing. Please ask your questions, make your comments, and share with any related person or group you think would appreciate this theme video. I'm more than happy to share these notes with you. Let's start with this Bank of Mexico 50 peso. You see the very popular Monarch butterfly. And I don't always have the butterflies identified, and I may even have a few moths in here. So if I do, correct me. I apologize. This is a polymer note, and if you notice over here to the right, the window on the note is actually that of a butterfly as well. Next, I have a Sri Lankan banknote to show you, and the butterfly you see is at the opposite end of the eagle in the bottom left-hand corner of this note, underneath the watermark of an eagle. And I'm kind of playing games with you guys because the very next note is from the Dominican Republic, and it is the Sisters Mirabal, which is, I believe, the Spanish word for butterfly. So we have the butterfly sisters here, a big butterfly right there in the middle, and on the back of the note we actually have a memorial to the Mirabal sisters in the shape of 3 butterflies. I thought that was pretty cool, and technically it fits in with the theme of this banknote. The next note I want to share with you is from Cape Verde. It is 1,000 escudos, and you have a giant grasshopper here, but you also have a butterfly of some sort over here in the upper left-hand corner. The next butterfly note is from Brazil, and you might be thinking, there's a butterfly on this page. And actually, right before I shot this video, I went through the notes just to make sure I hadn't made a mistake, and I had to pause on this one too. Can you guys see the butterfly yet? Ta-da! Right there. You have a butterfly. On this banknote of Bermuda, which is starred in a previous video, you have an offset register, which is a butterfly. This butterfly on this side is an outline, and on the back of the note, in the same location, is the butterfly filled in. And when you hold this note up to the light, you can sometimes see the whole thing. I don't know if I can do that for you. There you go. And that there is an off-center register, or a offset register, that helps you know that the note is not counterfeit. Most counterfeiters are unable to align their notes. This next note is from St. Thomas and Prince Islands, and it is a 20 dobra. And on the back of the note, you can see butterfly as part of the watermark, butterfly as the offset register, although this may be a moth, to be honest. And either butterflies or moths right there. I tend to think they're butterflies, maybe a combination of butterflies and moths. Interesting nonetheless, though. Definitely something to research, to do an amazing presentation on. Here's another St. Thomas and Prince, but this one is a polymer note, so over here the window is in the shape of the butterfly. There is another window with the butterfly, a shadow of a butterfly, and we have the butterfly there, or the moth. Please correct me. I hate it whenever I'm wrong. And finally, from St. Thomas and Prince, a 5 dobra, which has the same imagery. Beautiful. Whether it is a moth or a butterfly, it's beautiful. I recall being younger and learning that the difference between a moth and a butterfly could sometimes be told by looking at the end of their antenna. Unfortunately for me, that's as far as my memory went, and I can't remember which one has the end of the antennas, the moths or the butterfly. So I'm still clueless. Let's move on to another Ceylon note, or Sri Lanka note from the 70s. This is a 2 rupee, and on the back of the note, there's the beautiful flying insect. Here is a beautiful 100 golden from Suriname. I like this note because they have a flower on one side, birds on the other, and in the case of this note, they have a beautiful butterfly and butterfly imagery on the back of the note. Very pleasing design. A little busy, but I kind of like that, to be honest. And that would be the only butterfly on the note. I put this note in here, and for some reason I was unable to find what I was looking for, which is fair. I mean, I sometimes pull these notes, months before I'm ever able to put together the show. But, I get kind of lost with the hippos and the zebras and, the special birds and the giraffe there. And I'm like, where is there even a butterfly on the note? But right there at the denomination, you see a little butterfly. So I'm pleased to know that I wasn't completely out of my gourd whenever I put this group of notes together. Another Brazilian note for your pleasure, this time 100,000 cruzeiros. Popular because it has hummingbird and nestlings on one side, and are there to the far right you can see the butterfly right here under the denomination. So this note would fit in a couple of themes, including that of an overprint as well. This 100,000 cruzeiros has been overprinted and is now denominated as 100 reis. I'm pretty sure I did not pronounce that right, so forgive me. And then my final butterfly note, but certainly not the final note of the world that has a butterfly, is from Oman, and it is a 1 real. And when you look at the back of the note, you have all this Omani imagery. You have the university that the Sultan Qaboos built for his people. You have the logo, and you have the commemorative nature of the note as the 45th National Day. But over here, you have a flower and a pair of butterflies. On a topic where this was limited to either one or no more than 2 notes, I would have more information, such as the type of butterfly, if I would be possibly able to find it. I have not done that for the simple fact that, I need to keep these videos around 8 minutes or so. These banknotes here of butterflies form a very popular theme for not just stamp collectors, but banknote collectors as well. And people that collect coins sometimes also like to collect coins that have butterflies on them. Please click on the circle and subscribe to my channel and share this butterfly themed banknote with any of your family or your friends, or any pages on Facebook you know of that would be interested in the theme of butterflies. Thank you for your time. This has been Numismatic Notes with Benjamin. I am Benjamin. Have a jewel of a day.